Welcome back to episode 2 of the Ramblewood Podcast. It's me again. How are you doing? Episode 2. I've committed more than once to a thing. And now we're here. I just released episode 1 today. So, if you didn't check that out, go ahead, check that out. Everything will make more sense. You'll know maybe who I am and why I'm making videos. But essentially, I am having a hard time making videos. What the hell is this? Is this a thread? Okay, I thought it was loose hair. Try not to let that. Oh, we're good. I have a hard time making videos. It's really hard for me to sit down at a desk and edit. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I have ADHD, like severe ADHD. So, um, I am trying to make these videos to maybe get myself more pumped for content. To, maybe if I see even one view on the video, I'd be like, yes, somebody's watching. And then it'll incentivize me to keep going. I just feel like getting my foot in the door would be just the best because I'm now thinking about content more between making the last video last week and then making the video that I'm making right now. I was thinking more about editing, more about just making content. So today, right after I'm done with this video, I'm going to be editing my Pokemon video. I'm going to be editing it. Got to do more work. That's the gist. So, theme for this episode is coziness. It's snowing outside, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the 11th of November. I don't know if it's supposed to snow at this time, but everybody else seems to think it's not crazy, so I think I'm the crazy one. But I got my hot cocoa. I'd show you it, but I don't want to, recreate that Tyler One clip. If you know, you know. Oh, there. Man, I look rough. I look rough today. You see these bags under my eyes? Jesus. I did not get good sleep over the weekend. I think I just had, I can't even remember why now, but I had shit sleep like Friday night. What was it? I can't remember, but I had shit sleep Friday night. I probably had like 6 hours. And then Saturday, I just felt so tired. Like I'm a little bitch when it comes to um like sleep. I need 8 hours or else I will not function correctly at all. Like I am all over the place. So my sister wanted to do a little couples shoot for me and my girlfriend. And so we had to go out and, do those pictures, pose and all that. Um, but I like woke up and I was just like, oh no, I can tell I didn't sleep enough. And like dude, my eyes feel like itchy and dude, I had 6 hours of sleep. People all the time, they tell me, oh yeah, I'm just running off of like 3 hours and some Red Bull, and they look fine and they do their job fine. And I'm like, I had 6 hours of sleep and 2 cups of coffee, and I'm not present. But I don't know. I did the pictures fine. But I was holding back my complaining because, oh man, when I have one thing wrong with me, I will complain about it until that thing that's wrong gets fixed. I get a little bit tired and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. And I'd be like, my girlfriend's like, oh, how's your coffee? We go to server. How's your coffee? Ah, it's good. I'm just so tired. Like I'll just keep mentioning it. I'm hungry. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. You know what would be so good right now? Like I could be annoying, but I'm trying to think more, trying to keep in mind other people, and I'm like, it was really hard on Saturday, but I barely mentioned it. Only when it came up, I mentioned how tired I am, and then maybe once or twice more. But it's progress. It's progress. Um, and then Saturday, we tried to take a nap. Because she was pretty tired too. But the nap kind of turned into like just kind of sleeping. But that also wasn't enough because it wasn't a full 8 hours. Um, oh, by the way, it probably would have needed to be 10 hours to recuperate from the two that I lost the night before to actually be in good shape. um, but yeah, it was. I woke up at 1:40 because I wanted to play a little game called Arc Raiders with my friend. Now, as long as this video comes out a week from now, I'm sure anyone who watches this will understand what I'm talking about. But I had just got the game. I'd only played like probably 3 solo runs just by myself. And I really wanted to dive deep into it with my friend. Um and so the first chance I got, I played with him. He woke up. He woke up at 1 a.m. That's when he woke up. I guess I did just tell you that I woke up at 1:40 a.m. But it was supposed to be a nap, so it's different. Okay, he had his full sleep and then he woke up at 1. We are not the same. So, my girlfriend's sleeping. I go right out those doors right there. And my desk is literally, it's like if my door was open, I could see it right there. And you know, you don't know how loud you're being when you have a pair of headphones on. I thought I was being moderate. I had a couple of like, holy shit kind of moments, but like, I didn't think it was that loud, right? So about 7 a.m. rolls around. This is how fucked my sleep is. 7 a.m. rolls around, and my girlfriend, I see her get up, walk around me, and go to the bathroom. She didn't look at me or anything, but I had a feeling that she was like, oh, he's playing his game. Let him do his thing. Nah, she was pissed. She was so pissed at me. Um, that was like right when I was getting off because I was actually super tired. And she's gonna hate me in gaming. I know it. I gotta be better. I gotta be better with my volume. But I just you're not you can't help it sometimes, you know? You just can't. Ah, I'm just worried because our the room where my setup is gonna be and my bedroom are the or mine and my girlfriend's bedroom. Um, it's gonna be right like one wall in between. And so I gotta find whatever I can do to make myself quieter or seem quieter. We'll figure it out. But so sorry, my love. You have to bear with me. But Arc Raiders, I think I found my new game. So far, so good. I We'll see. I mean, it's a grindy game, but it's also still kind of casual friendly. So I think I can get into it. I've already logged 16 hours. Um, and I think I've only had like 3 game sessions. Um, it's a blast, man. It's a blast. I like fighting AI, fighting people. I haven't fought too many people, but the first game I was in, I murdered a man in cold blood. Uh, it's a dog eat dog world out there. Okay, I honestly my strategy has been shoot first, ask questions later. Now, I might sound cruel or dumb, but it's actually worked once so far. Today, there's people all around me, and so I'm like, okay, if I walk up to this guy, he might just like flip a 180 and start shooting me, and I don't know what kind of weapon he has. I got one tapped the other day, just straight in the dome, and I went down. That was crazy. So I just shot the guy, chucked a grenade right after, and then he said, "Wait, wait, 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 wait." It's like, "Stop, stop, I'm friendly, I'm friendly." And I'm like, all right, all right, all right. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. You stay there. We're all good. All right, you have a good one. It like literally went just like that. So it's a viable strategy, I think. Viable. And I'm gonna play some more tonight, I think. I wanted it to just be an editing night slash podcast night, but I gotta play, dude. I don't want to wait a whole 24 hours longer to play. I'm just gonna play a couple games. Couple. I just gotta get some supplies. Maybe plan out some quests and then hop off. Easy, simple. I can do that. I can do that. But yeah, besides that, not much is going on. Not much is going on. Got paid. Ooh, ooh. That's always big. They're now doing this thing called at my work, they're doing this thing called paying people for training. Crazy idea, right? They didn't do this for the whole like 2 years prior that I had been working here. But now your boy got $272 extra in his check. And that's what I'm talking about. So, feeling a little richer. That's why I was like, I can buy a game. So I bought Arc Raiders. I could buy a skin before ever playing a game. um, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that game. It's gonna be a blast. It's come right in time for like the holidays. Like cooped up inside, getting all cozy, drinking your freaking hot cocoa. I think it's perfect. It just a good way to spend some time and play with friends. It's great. It's honestly great. Speaking of friends, I need more of them. I don't have enough community. I need community. I want I want to have a big group of friends, just people that get along. We all play games, have fun, make dumb sex jokes. I feel like, everybody needs something like that, right? But I don't know. I'm moving. Maybe make some new friends in the new place. Go to some cafes, game stores. That's usually where I find people. I found some friends. I go to this little cafe down the street. Got friends with my I was almost gonna call him bartender, my barista. He's really cool. Then Pokemon and get myself into another card game. Now, it's dangerous. It really is because I'm a magic guy. Okay, it doesn't matter where I am in my house. I am always within arm's reach of magic cards because I have so many. They're all over the place. I've got a binder. I've got that this fat like organizer. I've got probably a couple thousand cards. So much so that like I could just pick a card, take a picture of it, and sell it on eBay if I need some money, which is really nice. It's really nice. You waste so much money way back whenever you did it, and then now you can sell it and get some cash back. That's what we in the card game industry call profit. It has nothing to do with the money that you spent on the packs. It's null, void. It's all about the money that the card could be potentially worth. You open up a cool looking card straight to TCG player, and you go, ching, $2 profit. Profit. My collection, last time I counted it, was $1,000. So, $1,000 of profit. Which probably means I have spent double, maybe triple that amount in the last 10 years. It sounds it feels a little depressing when you put it like that. So, um, $1,000 of profit. But I mean, I love Magic. Magic is great. It's been a while since I've actually played a game of Magic, but I'm more of a collector anyways. And I still don't really know the rules that well. Um, Thing is, I've been playing since when was I in 8th grade? It was probably 10 years ago. A decade. I don't know the rules that well. Um, because when I first started, my older brother would just make up rules so that he could win, obviously. That's what older brothers do. Um, and then my family, playing with them, they actually just never knew the rules. and everyone just has their own interpretations. It like almost became like Uno, where everyone just has house rules. It's definitely not how that's supposed to be. But when you get to your 12th different like active ability that you have to Google, you start just being like, you know what? I think this is what it does. Because you shouldn't have to look up every 2 seconds what the hell a card does. There's too many abilities in Magic the Gathering. Too many. Like, what are some I can think off the top of my head? Haste, Vigilance, Menace, First Strike. What was it, like Unstoppable? I know there's so much more. It's been a while since I played. Right. Do I have any over here? Reach. Another reach. Okay. There's not much going on in these. Aura. Enchant creature. You get the point. You get the point. There's a lot. There's a lot of abilities. Just look it up if you don't know. There's so many. And it gets so confusing. It's so confusing. And then there's just like some like absolutely broken cards. And there's some like really interesting cards too. Like there's one that I have that was like, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand at the beginning of your next turn, I think it was like the start of the turn, then you just win. You just win. You just started the game and you drew a bunch of cards in your first turn, and then so you had 12 cards, and then the next turn now you have 13. You win. You win. That's it. It also makes it so that you can have no maximum hand size, by the way, if you were confused, because you have to discard a card at the end of the turn if you have more than 7 or whatever. Like I said, I don't really know the rules that well. It also makes me scared because I've had a couple people, like my girlfriend's cousins, are like, "Oh yeah, next time we hang out, we should totally play some Magic." I'm like, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm," because I'm probably gonna play it wrong. But it's fine. I think they're that her cousins are newer to it, so it's like, I know. Don't worry, guys. I know how to play. I know all the rules. Trust me. Yeah. So I've been. Oh my god, dude. As soon as November hit, I got sick right off the bat, and I'm fine for the most part. I got this cough still. It like it sometimes when I cough, it just I sound like I don't know, like a wind instrument. um, but it's so annoying because it just started getting cold, and I immediately get sick out of nowhere. Of course, my girlfriend got sick first, and because she's a lot more susceptible than me, and then passes it off to me, and now she's fine. And I'm just going, it's not her fault. It's not her fault. But I just don't want to be sick. I wonder. Okay, okay. If I actually really try it, is it possible to not get sick during winter? Challenge. Mr. Beast challenge. I don't know if it's possible. I don't think it is. I don't think I've ever done it. And I think I have a good immune system. So, is it possible? Somebody tell me. Have you succeeded? I want cold hard proof too. Don't just be like, yeah, I probably did that like dozen times growing up. Liar. But yeah, I'm still ready. I'm still ready for the holidays. I'm still ready for this winter. I feel like it's gonna be a good good season. Good season for the holidays. I'm all sweatered up. Got my beanie on, although I'm always gonna have my beanie on, or at least a hat. You don't want to see what's under this. Just trust me, it looks something like that. You can't really see because my hand was blocking it, but you get the idea. Um, but yeah, I like I said, I got a nice game to play that'll keep me cozy. I got my sweaters. I got my beanie. I'm moving in with my girlfriend. We're gonna have Christmas together. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then winter will be. I'm not even gonna think about that. I'm not even gonna think about the ending of things because that just makes things feel so sad. So disregard that. I'm noticing some things in my background, like all of these shot glasses that you might have seen in the last video too. I don't know if I addressed it. I can't remember. But for one, those are not used. Those are clean. Okay. Also, no, I do not have a drinking problem. It's actually been a little bit since I've had any alcohol. And I never had a drinking problem either. I just really like collecting shot glasses. In fact, I started collecting these when I was in like 8th grade. So, shut up. But I like collecting things a lot. As you can tell, magic cards, shot glasses, Pokemon cards. Um Honestly, I'm just kind of collecting computer parts at this point too. Not really on purpose, but um I told my coworker that I could fix his computer. Now I could if he didn't have bent CPU pins, and even after I bent them back into place, nothing was happening. So he was just like, "Yeah, do whatever you want with it," because he's just getting a new computer, and I'm like, "All right, awesome." So now I just have a dead computer sitting in my house that I will be taking apart. Because I like to do that. I like to take these apart. Have you ever just like smashed a toy that had some sort of electrical component to it and then just like taken it apart and like just stare at that little green card in it for a little too long? Or is that just me? It might just be me. But it was fun. And then I would go into the basement and take apart the old computers down there that were like ancient. So ancient. Um but it's a lot of fun. I like computers. I think I am just a nerd and on the spectrum. I mean, I know ADHD is on there. I just like don't know like if I'm here in ADHD and then this is like the rest. I feel like I could probably be up here maybe or a little lower. I don't know. I don't know. I'm on there. Okay? I attach myself to things and then I get enveloped in them, but then I can drop it instantly without any thought. It's a problem. But I noticed this problem, which is why with like making YouTube videos, for example, it's really hard and it's easy to just drop it out of nowhere. Be like, ah, oh, too much work. Next thing. But you gotta just learn when to just hunker down and get shit done. Because like I would love for things like this to be my job. It would be a dream come true, as I'm sure most people would see it. Like, what do you mean you can make a job out of just talking to a camera? It's like the least effort job, and then there's the editing, which is like brain power. But for some people, that's a lot of fun. I feel like I would have a lot of fun doing it too if like I completely learned how to edit. Like if I could easily edit a video, I feel like I would be like, boom, done. That was nice. That was easy. And then next video, boom, done. I would love to get to that point because then I would fucking pump it out one after another. Um, oh, but I'm not there yet. I hope to be there. Maybe after I start getting some of these videos done. So this podcast isn't gonna be, I don't think this one's gonna last forever. It's like maybe a year or something. If I'm still struggling to release content, I'm gonna probably keep doing it so that I still have my foot in the door. But if I'm consistently releasing content, and I want to do podcasts, they're fun, but this is like, yeah, like I've said it multiple times now. It's got like really one purpose, main purpose, to do something that I want to do and to make it easy so that I can just record, post, done. It's not going to be a smash hit or anything, but I still want to do fun things on here, on this podcast specifically. Now I haven't put it through to her yet, but this is last month. I'm living with my sister, and I think it would be a pretty neat idea to for the last week I'm going to be here to do a podcast where we're sitting on the couch and we're talking about how it was living together, how it is being siblings, maybe talk about her life, her job, things like that. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. Um and then when I move in with my girlfriend, and whatever week that's not too busy with the moving and stuff, um I have a fun idea there as well, where because I love hearing Reddit stories, like off the wall Reddit stories. Like they're a lot of fun. I listen to a lot of Smosh Reads Reddit stories, and there's just so many crazy people there. A lot of those people happen to be boyfriends who are really dumb or just bad people, and I think it would be so fun to do a thing where it's like, at what point would you break up with me? And like, maybe because I feel like she might just say like, I'd break up with you for every single one of them because all these are bad. I don't know. So I don't know how the system would work yet. 1 through 10, rate it on how bad it is, or maybe it's just yes or no. Would you break up with me if I did this? I feel like it's a funny format because there's just so many. There's so many, and so hey, I can make multiple episodes of that, not back to back. I'm gonna do that. This podcast is still gonna be mostly me, but here and there, I think it'd be a lot of fun to just do like whatever I feel like would be fun. I'm experimenting with ideas. That's what this whole thing's all about. I gotta see what sticks. I gotta see what I like, what sticks in my brain. Go from there. Now, I'm not sure what other ideas I would have right now for the podcast, at least. I know there's I know different things I would like to make on this channel. Like, I thought of another podcast-ish format. It'd be like a little shorter than a podcast. Like this one's an hour, but I feel like this one I'm about to say would probably be like 30-40 minutes. Where I would be looking up maybe conspiracies, maybe some facts that are like maybe myths, and like, you know, me doing the research and then explaining what I found and what's real, what's not, like, because I wanted this channel to be all about like me experiencing things that I haven't before. One of those things being actually putting my time in researching and learning things, because I never really did that. I feel like all the knowledge I have is like stuff I've stumbled upon. I don't know. Like I've either learned it in school, had a fascination with one thing like games, PCs, magic cards, or, you know, just stumble upon it. And I want to actually just do research on things and learn and know what I'm actually talking about when it comes to certain things, because I feel like I'm just spewing bullshit. So that's an idea. I had a better grasp on it when I first thought of it months and months ago, but I mean, when I make it, I will make it as good as I possibly can. I I really want to spend my time and make the content that I want to make. Like, I will never like just want to release anything that's half finished, or this is the lowest quality I want to go, obviously, which is pretty low because I've said multiple times I just want to make something that I don't have to put time into and just post it. So it's a little contradictory to what I'm saying, but like when I'm actually going all in on a video, I'm going all in. Like the Pokemon video is it's having some actual time put into it. Like I know it's been a lot of procrastination, but with actually like full attention on it, I've probably put like 8 hours into it, and there's only like 3 to 5 minutes of it actually like edited. Um and I originally wanted this to be like a 40-minute long video. I don't really think I'm gonna make it that long anymore, because while I want to make it quality and take my time, I also want it to come out at some point. um and so I think if I had it like 25-30 minutes, maybe that's good. I don't want to go lower than 20, I feel like, because it's supposed to be video essay format. 25-30. And hey, if I really like tonight, if I get a bunch done, maybe I could go to the 40-minute mark. Maybe. But yeah. So my girlfriend made a good point. She was telling me like, yeah, I know you want to like spend time and like make all these big video projects, but like you should make something small so that you could post more often. And it's a really good point. I really wanted this channel to be like one thing about. It's about doing things that I haven't done, basically. Like the nostalgia, the research, I had more ideas, I swear. There's more than that. I can't think of it right now. I worked a full 8-hour shift, okay? Go easy on me, please. But that's what I wanted it to all be about. But it's fine to just release whatever I feel like here and there, and then I will naturally fall into whatever I feel like my niche should be, whatever feels right, whatever is actually just becomes most interesting to me. Because if I just force one idea, then I'm not gonna enjoy it as much as if I just let myself grab onto whatever seems interesting. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what else I would release. That's just like whatever. I thought of like, what if I just started doing like Moist Critical style videos, because he does very minimal editing. Um, and he'll react to things. He'll just make quick commentary on things. I don't know. I don't know if that is my thing. Like to make. I obviously enjoy them, like watching them a lot. But I don't know. Maybe I can mess around with it. It doesn't hurt to try. I realized I could probably put my microphone down. As long as I just don't get too far away from it, it won't be that big of a deal. Hopefully. Yeah. Man, I feel like my brain is not working as much as I want it to today. I feel like the last episode I did, I was like rolling things off the tongue a lot easier. But man, I'm telling you, my job, it really can just zap some of the life out of you. The specific job they've had me on recently is just it's constant movement all day long. Like you're just keeping up with the machine, and it's oof. My eyes feel heavier and heavier by the second. But it's okay. I'm still gonna edit that video. And what's gonna really drive that forward is the fact that I'm gonna play my game afterwards. And that'll really help. Although it's already 1:40 a.m. So I could have been a little quicker getting this whole thing going, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I can still work on it more this week though. For sure. But man, I gotta get everything done. I really, really like this series though. I think I have something special. I was just so we had a game night last night at my brother's house. And at the end I had to drive my little brother home because parents went home early and my brother wanted to play more games with us. So I had to drive him home. And my brother, he's been getting into games recently. Thank God, because I bought and built him a whole computer. So I'm really glad that he's getting into games. It's a little bit of that cough. But we were talking, and my brother, he's 15, right? So you would think that he would probably be, wanting to play Fortnite or what are other kids games, like I don't know, Among Us, like you know what I mean, like just a Fortnite kid or whatever. Um, but he's never been interested in that game or games like that. Like he, I mentioned how I was playing the old like Halo games for the Reclaiming Nostalgia series, and he was like really interested in that. Like he really wanted to play the old Halo game, and like he's asking how much the old ones was. And I'm like, oh, not that much. Like I think it's pretty sure it's like under $10. Yeah, I think it's like $5. But and so he's like, oh well, I might get that with the like money that I got recently. So he had like $7, and so I'm like, yeah, dude, it was a fun game. Yeah, I had a blast. And so yeah, he's into the old stuff. So don't worry out there, people who are, you know, my age or older, Gen Zers, millennials. We're the new generation's not all lost. It's not all lost. Some people are actually interested in some quality games, no matter the year it came out. It's not the graphics. It's not any of that. It's the plot. It's the story. We're still interested. Yes. Yes. Um, I'm glad because I'm now paying more attention to that too. More plot and story. I just when I first started playing video games in ninth grade, it was just like combat, like For Honor, like fighting, that kind of fighting game, competitive shooters. Like it was all about the rank. It was all about the RP, the whatever. Like, and now I'm like actually paying attention to the story and trying to put time into quests and discovering the map, and then you're trying to get the good loot and all that, like, but that's not the primary focus of the game. It's the story. We're playing it for the plot. um because like I went from playing Apex for like at the time like 5 years, and like when like Baldur's Gate came out, and then trying to go straight from competitive shooters to Baldur's Gate. I was just streamlining as much as I could through the story, just because I wanted to the combat, I wanted to kill, I wanted to loot. That's all I was focused on. And then by the time Act 3 came, and spoiler alert, warning, warning, Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate Act 3 discussion. Um Hallison came up to me when I was leaving the Shadowfell, and he said that he has failed, and he's gonna have to stay behind and watch over the Shadowfell and everything because we failed to lift the curse. And I was like, we were supposed to do that. A very integral part of the story. We were supposed to do that. And so I just kept spending time going all the way back and trying to see where I messed up and trying to fix it. And like it was so much backtracking, so much that I just gave up on that save. um, but now I'm trying to take my time and go through every corner of the map and do every quest. I just trying to complete games, and I'm trying to get into more story-based games. Um, a lot of that is going to be through this series, but I do want to do some of that kind of stuff on my own. I found myself really wanting to play more Halo, but I'm 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 gonna do all of like the Halo games for the series, so I can't. I can't play all of them right now. Okay, it's fine. Arc Raiders, Arc Raiders, Arc Raiders, Arc Raiders. That'll keep me busy. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for that. I like that. I like that. It feels less brain rotty. So I'm excited. I recommend any game for me to play off camera. Um, I need to get back into some Elden Ring. Um, that was another one of those games where like I didn't feel like spending time to learn how to like parry or to learn where the good loot is, or I didn't feel like beating every single small boss until I realized that the big bosses were harder, and then I went back to kill the small bosses because they were easier. um, but yeah, that's one game I really want to get into because that same brother has has been playing that game. He beat Radon, and so I'm looking at this 15-year-old kid, and I'm like, he's doing a lot better at me, doing a lot better than me at video games right now. I'm supposed to be the veteran gamer. I'm older than you, kid. I'm a whole 8 years older than you. So yeah, he's also inspiring me to get into these games. Um, man, what else should I be getting into? I really want to play Shadow of the Colossus, but I might do that for my uh Reclaiming the Nostalgia series as well. So much of this is gonna get taken up by the series, but there's so much like there's so many new games that have been coming out that seem like absolute bangers, and so those aren't going to be on in the series because those are new games, obviously. So I should have plenty to choose from. Like Expedition 33 looks really good. I want to play that a lot too. Um, and what else has been coming out? I'm so tired. It's the only time I'll mention it. I'm tired. Wait, yeah, this is the second time I mentioned it. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. Um, I just need to say that because I'm having a hard time thinking. Uh, yeah, I'm excited for games, dude. I'm so excited. I feel like this is a good time for games. We are putting AAA studios in their place. We are playing all the games, and hopefully these AAA studios will realize how to make fucking games. Go. Hopefully. Yeah. I'm looking at my staring at my Apex shelf right now. Um I have a lot of Apex pop figures, and um I got the two special edition discs, like game cases and everything. The Lifeline one and the Bloodhound one. Because I really wanted those skins and they came with the game. And I thought it'd be cool to have physical versions of the free game. But it actually is cool. It's cool for display. I like it a lot. Oh, that reminds me. An actual part of Christmas for me now is the Apex Mirage train. Is it the Mirage train? I think he's just the announcer. Yeah. But I also think of that because that's when the when it first came out, he had that like Nutcracker skin. I believe it was Nutcracker, and I still have it. Obviously, I still have it. You don't lose skins, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, that feels like Christmas to me. It really does. Um, so I'm excited for that to come out. I'll be taking a break from Arc Raiders for maybe like a week to play it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's Christmas is here. It's finally here. I have 2 families to spend Christmas with now. Let's go. My girlfriend's family and my side of the family. You met like I got 2 Christmases now. Let's go. Mom and dad are separate. No, Loki. So jealous of those people though. I'm just like, I know you probably had a harder life than me, but I'm jealous. um 2 Christmases sound awesome. Is that awful to say? um but hey, you could probably ask your piece of shit dad for anything and he'll give it to you. All right, I'm getting a little delirious here. I'm trying to be a little bit of a comedy podcast, if you couldn't tell. Um, it's okay. You guys only have to hear from me for another 4 minutes. So yeah, that's the podcast theme right there. It's the coziness, it's the Christmas feeling. We got the Christmas spirit in here. We only got like what, like 2 weeks until Thanksgiving. Ooh, I'm gonna fill my belly up. So good, so good. I'm in a major bulk right now. Major bulk. That's what we're calling it, by the way. That's what we're calling it because New Year hits and I'm actually going hard at the gym. I'll probably be going to the gym in December too because I'll have access to a free gym, which is fucking incredible. My camera's mirrored, so I keep adjusting the wrong side of my beanie. Um, but yeah, that's one thing that gets you to be like, ugh, maybe I should just stop going to the gym. I don't want to have to pay another 20-30 bucks. Like, if I'm not even gonna go that consistently, what's even the point? Like, no, bitch. I got fucking curling weights. I don't really know terminology, gym terminology. Um, but they have those weights that I use for curling. They have benches in there. It is a small gym, but it looks like they have everything that you need in there. So I'm not complaining. I don't need like you know uh, an expensive gym. I don't need an expensive gym. I just need to do a couple things like I can just run. I mean, I could run around my entire apartment complex and probably have a good workout because it's a big complex. But yeah, I'm gonna be lifting the weights like fucking crazy. Trust me. But yeah, I'm in a major bulk right now. Major bulk. I've already got some pounds on me, and Thanksgiving and Christmas have still yet to come. So, but yeah, thank you everyone who happened to make it this far, if anyone. Um, I obviously I really appreciate it. If you didn't see the last one, I have my Twitch in the description. Um, I probably won't be streaming until the December, maybe a week or two into December, because that's when I'll have my new place. Um, but do check that out when the month arrives. Um, I'll I'll try to have a schedule to stick to. But yeah, I appreciate it. Good stuff coming. Good stuff coming. I can't promise when, but I can promise that there is good stuff coming. You'll see. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great great day, good night, good morning, whatever's going on. I hope you have an absolutely blessed one. Alrighty. I'll see you next week on the pod. Bye.